From how far? From where?
Papa far. Don't ask her from how. It was far. So, where? I told him.
How many people know that you into music? Because it's something that you seem to. I can't chop.
Oh, can't do. We started already.
A long time.
No, we can't end that stuff.
I even gave one.
I'm not gonna. My kid,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing, sir?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Where should I look? Should I look the camera
Yeah.
or myself or what?
Up to you.
Okay.
Up to you. Whatever is natural.
Super.
Yeah. So what's going on, guys? We are here with my K. He's our artist from HBI. So we are here with an interview. So let's just jump straight into it. Sir.
Yeah. So actually, point of correction. My K, yes. It's not really a stage name.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go by the name of Ephraim Kgwedi.
Okay.
I use my original name and surname.
On stage.
Yeah, on stage.
Okay.
Yes.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
So yeah.
Yeah, as I was asking, sir, how many people, like, we noticed it's hard for us to tell that you're actually a musician and an artist. It's a well-kept secret.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a well-kept secret. So we just want to know how many people actually know that you actually dabble in music.
There's quite a lot of people who knows, especially back home where I come from. I was born, bred in Limpopo, in the village called Makhalane Luwing. That's where I was raised. And I started off as like, I started music actually at the primary level, where I was just doing, attending rather, SEOs, you know, would have like periods where we do music, we sing. At that time, it didn't make sense to me. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just loving the music. So it wasn't anything serious, you know. Imagine at the primary level, I was still young, way young. So then, yeah, just to answer your question, yes, back home, a lot of people do know me as a musician. And again, there are some people who knows that I'm a musician, that I sing, because my music do play at some of the radio stations. It's just that they haven't met the person or the face behind the music. You know, they don't really know who Ephraim is. You know, because I prefer to stay in, how do I put it, to yeah, because of for a lack of better word, I would say I'm more like an introvert. It's just that because of the love of the music, I had to come out of my shell.
Be out there.
Yeah. So yeah, there are quite a lot of people who know that I can sing, and I've got a gift of music.
As they should. So what's your favorite instrument to play? Can you play an instrument?
Yeah, my favorite is a guitar.
A guitar.
Yeah, actually acoustic guitar, but unfortunately I can't play it. But I can only play the basics. You know, I know the basics, but I also play a piano. So it helps me to when I do my composition, then I can just play some chords, you know. And yeah, I'm not that good, but yeah, I can play. Yeah.
So when you were starting out, did you have anyone that you looked up to? Like, how did it come about? Or was it someone who discovered you while you were still in school? Because I know Ephraim, he can sing. He's got something. Because we noticed the background, that thing, or how it started. It started in church vibes, you know, absolutely. Areas where people are normally groomed up.
Yeah, of course. Not entirely that there was someone that I was looking up to. But during the period, there's the singing period, there was a teacher that used to actually like me, how I sing rather, or the tone, the sound of my voice, you know, especially I was good at tenor. So he would say to other learners to say, you guys should sing like the way Ephraim is singing, you know? So for me, it gave me courage to realize that, oh, okay, which means there's something good that I'm doing, you know. And if other kids can look up to me and now listen to how I sing, to me, it was the motivation, you know, to say, okay, which means I can do better. So when I went to my high school level, I joined the SEO. and I started like singing as well, like with other good musicians, if I may put it that way. But although we are still upcoming by then, but it really didn't make sense. But moving from my comfort zone, from the village to so-called, I don't know how, to Gauteng rather, for greener pastures and to further my studies. And that's where I actually realized that no, actually this is the gift. It's not just a matter of just singing, because then I started like engaging with other musicians and other artists, get to learn some things from them, and they got to learn some
from you as well.
some from me. Yes. So yeah, that's.
So how was the shift from the village? Because I know in the village you should have been like the biggest one. You were the guy who everybody knew of it. This is the pool you call when you sing.
Yeah.
When you come here, it's like you're thrown into a pool where everybody is just as, if not, it's almost like going from being in high school, and you're the best student in class.
Yeah.
When you get to varsity, it's a different beast where everyone is like you. So how was that transition for you from singing in the village to singing Kojo's?
I think it was a good one, but yet challenging because mind you, you are in a comfort zone, like the village vibe. You used to certain lifestyle, So now when you move to make that transition, and then now you realize, hey, I'm no longer in my comfort zone. So now I've got like some challenges, and I think it was a good learning curve for me to learn and also be able to understand that there's time for everything and everything happens for a reason. So to me, it was like a blessing in disguise because like being in an environment where I get to be challenged actually motivated me to become a better person, especially in terms of music and understand how the field that I'm good at, because I started off singing gospel because of my spiritual background and how I grew up. And until then, I decided to continue with to actually venture into a new genre, which is called AfroSoul. That's what I'm currently doing
what
right
you're busy with now.
So yeah.
We heard your latest single as well. Like we even made it onto the radio charts. But wait, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay, all right.
We're not there yet. So tell me, when you grew up, you were obviously singing gospel music, and you don't really write that yourself, right? You were singing songs that you knew from church, then you progress, you make videos or whatever it was you were doing. And then now transitioning into writing your own songs. How long did it take you to transition into writing your own songs? Or it's something you always knew it came, it was also a gift?
Yeah, gospel songs. There are a couple of gospel songs that I wrote, that I composed.
Oh, okay.
And some I would just maybe give to some other artists to sing, just to see just to test the waters and see if my skills of writing is really good or not. So, but yeah, and there are songs that I've composed previously, gospel songs, that were played in different radio stations or radio charts. So that alone motivated me enough to can say, okay, which means there is something,
Yeah. So, no, there really is.
Yeah.
There really is. So how many songs are you sitting on now? Are there any gems that you have up your sleeve that we are waiting to hear? Oh.
A lot, bro. lot of songs, I think I'm more into composing new songs than just singing, because I believe I've got a gift of writing songs for other people
to
sing. And obviously myself, I get motivated by piano when I play keyboard. A melody just comes and then I can start a song to say maybe just one note, da 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 da, something like that. Obviously, as I continue playing, then the lyrics just come. I don't take a pen and a paper and start writing and say, today is hot, today is cold, and blah blah blah.
Super hot fire. I spit that.
So also, it just come based on the inspiration from the music.
Pardon me. That also brought me to the question that I had for you. Like
Okay.
when I saw the latest single that you have now, it made it onto the radio station.
Yes.
I saw that it was it was an intense love song.
Yeah.
Right. It was very emotional. So I was wondering where that came from. Was it what inspired you to write that down?
Well, I get that a lot, especially from a lot of people. You're like, what inspired you to write such a song? Okay, the name of the song is called Masadi wa Dikgomo. So that song, it doesn't really specifically that, okay, the message behind the song, it doesn't really mean specifically that there is, I was actually writing that song for someone specific or someone special. I was just, you know, as I mentioned earlier, that I don't take a pen and a paper and start writing a song. So if I get the keyboard in front of my keyboard, start playing, and then melody comes, and then any a thing that I can think of by that time, it just comes, and then I start playing. So, okay, just to be on point, or just to be straightforward, and not beat around the bush, I'm actually encouraging people, right? Men out there to love their women, to love their wives. So that's the message behind the song. To say, when you say Masadi wa Dikgomo, obviously you chose her amongst all the women in the world, and then you should treasure her. So I'm actually saying, conveying or relaying a message or conveying a message to our fellow brothers to say, guys, let's stop the GBV. Let's love our women. Let's protect them. So there's a new song right now that I wrote, that I composed rather, but it's one of the songs that I'll be launching. It's State Theatre, but we'll get those details next year in Pretoria. So yeah, the song talks about allow me to love you. Like you are actually telling a woman or a lady to say, let me love you, allow me to love you, let me love you, let me protect you. You know, it says, you know, so it's all about love, you know, and protecting each other or one another. You know, she needs to protect me. I also need to protect her at some point, you know. So yeah, that's actually the message behind the song. I believe I tried to elaborate and it makes sense, and yeah.
No, it did work. It did work actually, because when I was listening to it myself, I was like, bro, I need to find a girl that I need to take care of. Because
no rush. Take it easy, bro.
Mawal, calm down a bit. Take it easy a bit. Iloko kuphela. Onendlebe?
But that's the reaction I had.
There's a pool where you just need to, you know. But yeah, take your time.
Take your
time.
Nah, I hear it. Yeah. But it speaks to how much the song was inspiring, fairly, because we could hear what you were trying to deliver across through the lyrics.
Yes.
Right. So here's another question I have. In terms of live performances, right? Because we know that you dabble and dabble into different genres.
Yes.
When you're performing a specific genre, let's say gospel, what is it like? What is the atmosphere? Is it the same as when you're performing an Afro song?
Yeah, obviously it's not the same. It's way different, because gospel is more spiritual. And when you sing gospel, you need to connect. You know, sorry, it's not only about just singing. You know, you are preaching, or you are ministering to people. There are people who are broken, who have broken hearts, like who've been through some rough time, and they need that healing.
They need your voice.
You know, they need your voice, and as you minister to them, I believe that that should help them to heal and just give them a hope for the future.
Do you miss it?
Then gospel. Not entirely, because I do go to church, right? So I get an opportunity to sing at church
of course.
Well. So I can't say I miss it, because I'm still
doing it. Okay.
You know, so yeah.
Okay. Now we still need that voice.
Yeah, so I think you still need it. So coming back to your AfroSoul side, it's all about also relaying or conveying a message, you know. So my inspiration, especially when it comes to music, it's not about singing about things that does not make sense, right? So I'm trying to preach also, or relay a message or convey a message how do I put, I'm not sure. I'm trying to find a better way to say it, but what I'm saying
we
is
understand.
it's all about saying something that will make someone just those who are broken rather. Yeah? I'm actually preaching through music.
You're still doing the same
I'm
thing.
still doing the
just in a
same
different
thing. It's just in a different direction and
Mm.
different genre.
Mm.
You know, because if I sing about love, I can say, "Ushikunjwa Ilorile, really tabenjalabu, kaniti mutirane," something like that. So I'm saying, as I mentioned earlier, that allow me to love you, let me protect you. You know, so that alone, it tells you that no, this is about a special message. You know, so yeah, I think maybe I'm not sure if I answered you correctly.
No, you
but
did,
yeah.
because you basically saying that you're gonna take what you had and you're gonna channel it in a different direction.
Absolutely.
And you wanna achieve the same thing that you achieved on this side with
sir.
this music that you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
So are you gonna take that voice to another genre, like a modern one, I'm a piano, or are you gonna dabble into those things as well? Or is it just you wanna be, hot man about it? You wanna be
not
put together?
You know, I won't really say I'm gonna take it to and maybe to another level or another genre or something, but we might have plans, but God's purpose prevails.
All the
myself, I would say no, I don't want to, but only to find that God has planned for me, and had planned something bigger, maybe a collaboration with one of the biggest Amapiano star.
All it's gonna take is a beat and your words.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I won't say like no, put my foot down and say no, never, never, never. No, you never say never, because
anything can
as
happen.
I mentioned, that God he's the one who plans for our lives. Yeah.
Now I like that, because nothing has changed. The gift that you have been given is still gonna be challenged. It's still gonna be channeled, pardon me, to achieving the same thing that you were achieving when you were doing gospel music. I like that. I like that a lot. So maybe you can tell us about the show that you have next year on the 2nd.
Oh, okay. We will be hosting a show, music show. Actually, it's a launch, right? So I'm introducing new songs into the market, into the industry as well. It's going to take place at Pretoria State Theatre. I'm not sure, should I mention the dates or?
Yeah, you can. Part of the promotion.
Sorry, yeah. So it's going to take place on the 2nd of March, 2024 at State Theatre, Pretoria. There is a theatre there that they call it Drama. So it takes up to 680 people, somewhere there. And yeah, I'll be joined by one of the leading actors in SA. And I know people, for those who watch TV, maybe they might know him as Pastor Gwala at Uzalo.
Okay.
So he goes by the name of Menzi.
Okay.
So they've got a new group that calls the New Sounds of SA. So they'll be joining us as well as part of the event, of the event, yes.
Okay.
So also Murutima Chomani and Richie B. So they'll be there as well. So yeah, it's going to be a massive event, and we've got Ayanda Tsweni. She's our MC, and also Fistos Make is one of the actors at Skin Sami. And I'm trying to remember all of them.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of guys that will be joining us, and there's me, obviously. So Ephraim Kgwedi as a main artist. And who am I forgetting? I hope I haven't forgot anyone. And yeah, and the team is ready. The marketing team is ready, and everyone is ready. The band is just out of this world, I'm telling you. Yeah.
That brings me to the next question as well. Yeah. Okay, pardon me. Have you finished with the?
Yeah, no. Yes, I think I've finished. So yeah, okay. What I forgot to mention is that sorry, Barish. Ticket sales. So tickets will be available at CompuTicket, Box Office, and Pick and Pay. So general ticket will go for 200 rands, and VIP is 350. And VVIP, if you want to be via VVIP, like some of the guys, that I know, that they've already like booked for VVIP because they want a special place. They want to have a special view,
A nice corner.
a nice corner where they can just enjoy the music. So it's 500 rands VVIP rather. Yeah. So yeah.
One last question, bro.
Yeah.
You see, I'm even excited to ask you this thing. I couldn't hold it. So, has it changed when it comes to choosing who you work with in terms of the instruments and the band and the people that you trust for the production? Has it changed when you switch genres as well, or do you keep the same the same people around you?
It hasn't changed entirely because especially my MD. So it has changed, yes, with maybe the bass guitarist and lead guitar and the drummer. Actually, not the drummer per se. So the drummer is still the same. The MD is still the same. It's just only those two because I've got a long-term relationship with them, and they understand my music. Even in the gospel industry, in the gospel way, I was like, I didn't actually change the tone of my voice, how I sing, because gospel is about some they sing like with their high notes and all that, which is good, right? What I'm saying is I'm more of soul, like AfroSoul or very soulful. So I would still continue sing gospel, but in a soulful way, So I still kept the same band. I mean, the MD and the drum. So just mix here and there.
You're still using it the way God has given it to you.
Absolutely.
Now, all the best to you, sir. All the best. I honestly wish you all the best. I don't know, just behind the camera, do you guys have any questions for our artist over here?
Yeah, I think I just have one.
Okay.
Yeah, clearly you have a lot of. Okay, yeah. I think clearly you have a lot of wisdom, and I think a lot of people can, tell from the interview, especially in the music industry. So if you had to give a word of inspiration, to upcoming artists or young ones, what kept you going despite all your?
I think to be open, I think number one is just to believe in yourself, and always keep the faith and make sure that you don't lose yourself. So yeah, challenges will be there, will arise. You go through some rough times and you feel like what I'm doing, it's not really what I'm supposed to be doing. It's not what God has called me to do, but stick to the plan. If you had plan in the beginning, execute it. Time will come to execute the plan, and keep praying, and God will see you through. I think that's a fair answer. I know I sound like I'm preaching, but yeah, but it works, and it worked for me. So I think that's the advice that I can actually say to our people out there, or the upcoming artists, or upcoming young artists, if I may put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, just the last one would be, people want to follow you on social media.
Okay, if people want to follow me, you can follow me on, let me start with Facebook. Facebook is at Ephraim Kgwedi. Oh, sorry, at Ephraim Kgwedi. Sorry. I'll have to double check that one. So on Facebook is at Ephraim Kgwedi K. Yeah, got it right. At Ephraim Kgwedi K. And then Instagram is at my IfK, and Twitter is underscore. Is it underscore Twitter? Was it?
It's underscore.
Yeah, it's underscore.
Yeah, it's underscore.
Yeah. It's underscore at Kgwedi, or it's underscore Kgwedi rather.
Okay.
And kind of what do we have? TikTok. Yeah, it's Kgwedi, and yeah, the other one is what? This social media.
There are many now.
There are many now.
There are many.
Yeah. Snapchat. I'm not on Snapchat. Or YouTube.
On YouTube
yeah,
as well.
YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube is Ephraim Kgwedi.
It's got a lot of videos on YouTube.
Ephraim Kgwedi on YouTube. And what's the other one?
That's it.
Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
Question, Noga?
People say my questions are heavy. So.
No, don't ask me heavy questions. I'm not ready. I didn't come here to be answered, to be abused by you.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Yeah, so sort of off the back of what Boots asked just now, right?
Yeah.
For younger people and stuff.
Mm.
I asked this last week as well in a different way, but this whole thing of like piano as a genre, and the way that we relate to those genres. Right? So for the past, I want to say 2 weeks, we've been talking to like R&B artists.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a different vibe to R&B artists or soul artists as compared to other genres. Do you think that difference causes a difference in the way that people engage with the music? And I say this in terms of numbers. And yeah, Trevor just started a podcast where he said, let's ask the difficult questions and have the difficult conversations, right? With younger people trying to get into music, is soul the place that you want to start, or gospel the place that you want to start? Or would you say to them, you know what, start with piano, get the money, then you'll come this side when the passion can pay the bills, right? So
yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna answer the question short and sweet. Yeah. So remember, music is seasonal. If I put it that way, I'm not sure if you understand when I'm saying seasonal. When I say music is seasonal, I mean the genre. So there was a time where we had kwaito back in the days. So it was a thing. Everyone wanted to do kwaito by then. So now, coming back to your question, Mapiano is a thing, right? And that tells you that, okay, it's fine. Mapiano is a thing. And then we've got R&B and other genres and so on. But what I can say is that stick to your lane. Don't go for fame, for money, for any other thing. You know that you're good at AfroSoul. You know that you're good at R&B. Yeah. So why do you want to go do something that you're not good at? Yeah. You're going to fail at some point. You might have that skills. You might be trained at some point to become a better. Maybe you might be featured by one of the biggest amapiano musician and all that. But what is important is to know yourself, know what you're good at, and stick to that. The time will come where you're going to shine, because now I mentioned earlier that there's time for everything. As I mentioned now that there was a time where the kwaito was a thing. Everyone was just singing. Sorry to be singing such songs, but I'm just showing you that, okay, if you remain yourself, as to stick to your lane, and don't be shaken, and focus and never lose hope. And then, you're going to succeed. I'm not sure if I did answer your question correctly.
No. I'm also sticking to that seasonal word. I'm thinking about how, people are watching in the States or in most of the Western countries. They are cold now, we're hot now. So we're going outside. If you release a club banger in the middle of winter, even if the song is a hit, believe you me, it's not going anywhere. So that seasonal aspect of what you're saying is sort of picking up for me. Soul is for comfy winter.
Yeah, so maybe let me put it this way. When I'm saying seasonal, I don't really mean like June, September, January. Like as is our season in SA and all that. When I'm say seasonal, I'm just trying to, because of the lack of better way, I'm just saying there is time for everything. In other words, there was a time where maybe for about 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, kwaito was a thing. Then it was like introduced, then they started then what was introduced after? Hip hop was introduced, and then hip hop was a thing. Saying then Mapiano was introduced, so that tells you that if kwaito was actually how do I put it, was out of the way, because of I don't know how to put it, but that tells you that even Mapiano, there might be, I'm not saying there will be, and my chances are it's possible that one of the genres can actually take over from that. And then now it become a thing, or okay, now it's all about AfroSoul. It's all about love songs. It's all about this and that. Yeah.
And sometimes it's also about positioning. It's supposed to be where your breakthrough is. You have to stick to where your breakthrough is.
Exactly my point. Exactly what I said earlier, to say stick to you. Yeah. Remain yourself, and
No,
Yeah.
Mr. Ephraim. we
Yes,
respect you a
Baba.
lot.
Hey, le blessures Juana.
We respect you a lot. So
The
normally,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so normally when we're ending the interview,
Yeah.
the artist, he gives us a little rendition of whatever that they are working on, whether
Okay.
they sing, whether they rap, whether they, whether they can jump, they can dance if they want to.
This one.
So that's how we conclude.
I don't know which song to do, but there's actually I'm just gonna render just one of the songs that I'll be introducing.
Okay.
Actually.
No problem.
So it's a pity I don't have a piano or anything. It would be better if you guys don't. You guys should have instruments.
I could tell that you actually.
Yeah, because I want to be,
tell.
so that I connect. Yeah. So the song that I'm going to sing right now, it's a Zulu song, just to show that diversity. It's a Zulu song. It's a new song, and that I composed. Right.
Okay.
It says, if I can just remember, because there's a lot of songs like that I'm thinking of. The song goes like, umnikelo ngothando ngoba uyayazi into ebalulekile ukuthi umnakekele qaphela ndoda bangakuthatheli ngoba uyayazi into ebalulekile ukuthi umnakekele qaphela ndoda bangakuthatheli. Yeah, that's the song. Bazokuthathela mangalahla bayakuthathela.
He's still preaching. Sure.
Yeah, qaphela, I'm still preaching. Qaphela bayathatha bangamphathi kuphela.
Nah, sir.
Bayamwipe, bamswipe. Tara.
Sure.
That was a cool one, right? Yeah, sure. Next time I'll come, I'll be wearing a suit. Baba, send me that picture.
Me wala palaka ke mokgethile ke mosadi wa dikgomo me wala palaka ke mokgethile